Okay, I need y'all to bring voice levels to a level of 0. I'm about to go over this warm-up. The warm-up, like I said earlier, is to get you set up and ready for section 2-4. We've done half of 2-4, half or all, but I'm going to go through and reiterate so y'all can be successful on the exit ticket. All right, also. All right, so going over these bell ringer problems. Find the rate of change for the data. Rate of change means what? Slope. It means slope. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going up here and I need to find the slope or the M for this table. Now when I'm finding the slope for this table, I can use lists and spreadsheets in my calculator. I'm looking around for my calculator. It's back there in the back of my computer. All right? But I can go in and I can plug this entire table into lists and spreadsheets. If you do not like to use, if you want to only use the calculator. All right? But I think it's faster if you use the formula that you used back in Algebra 1, M equals Y2, take away Y1 over X2, take away X1. That formula to me is faster, and I'm all about getting to the answer as quick as I possibly can without making mistakes. All right? You could make mistakes if you plugged it in the calculator. All right? And the calculator is going to give you whatever you plugged in. All right? So I'm going to use that formula right now just because I don't have this connected to my computer. All right? So I'm going to go. Y2, this is my X column. This down here, distance, is my Y column. So Y2, my second Y value is 66. Take away Y1, which is 0, over 12, take away 15. All right? 66, take away nothing. That's going to give me 66. Divided by 12, take away 15, gives me -3. That's not the answer because I need to simplify it. Is everybody tracking me? Everybody good on this? All right? 66 divided by -3, that's going to give me a result of M equals -22.
You did that on the top of your head? You did that on the top of your head?
Yeah, she's a mathematician.
I mean, and I also have been doing this all day. But yes, that's how you do this. To me, like I said, this is more efficient, and I can actually see what's going on. In a calculator, you can't see what the calculator is thinking. You can't see that you actually entered in the wrong number unless you go back and check. All right, but you would get M equals 22 whether you use lists and spreadsheets or you use this formula. Either or, make sure you're able to use both. All right, so number 1, M equals 22. That's our rate of change. What does our rate of change mean? So in order to travel a distance of whatever it is, it's going to use 22 miles per gallon. That's the reason why it's negative, because we're using those miles per gallon. That's the reason why this slope is negative. They ask questions like that all the time. What does this slope mean in context to this problem situation? This slope means I'm going to use 22 miles per gallon when I'm traveling down the road or whatever the case may be, wherever I'm traveling to. My car uses 22 miles per gallon. And that does sound pretty close to what it actually is going to be, right, for normal cars nowadays. A lot of them, maybe 19 is sticking out of my head. 19 miles per gallon, 18 miles per gallon, 20 miles per gallon. That's what's happening. Miles per gallon. We know our rise, Y, goes over our run. So whenever you're answering those questions on TSI, SAT, ACT, because all of you have passed STAR, think about that's what you're answering. What does this rate of change mean in context to this problem situation? It means I'm using 22 miles for every gallon that is in my car right now. All right, let's go down to the second section. Find the slope of the line that passes through each pair of points. Points, these are the coordinates. On your points, and I'm reviewing this just so you know. We know this is X, this is a Y, this is another X, this is another Y. Right? You can also, if you're real big on using your calculator or listen spreadsheets, you can also plug this into listen spreadsheets. Make your own table. Your first x is 2.3. Your y is 9.5. Your second x is 3.8. The y is 20. Now you have your list. Put your list in your calculator and you still can use lists and spreadsheets as long as you remember those steps. Or you can use the same formula that I just used. Y2 minus Y1, 20 minus 9.5 over 3.8 minus 2.3. Right? 20 take away 9.5, that gives me 10.5. Over 3.8 minus 2.3, that gives me 1.5. When I divide 10.5 by 1.5, make sure these are right, because I did this morning. I think I'm remembering right. Anybody tell me why? Alright, yeah, I'm right. 10.5, 3.8 minus 2.3 is 1.5. 10.5 divided by 1.5 should give you 7. Your slope here, m, should equal 7. Or you can plug it in list in spreadsheets. You should also be able to verify your slope is 7. Right? Same thing on the third one, number 3. I'm gonna work it over here. Number 3. Alright? So same thing here. You can label your x1, y1, x2, y2. 5 minus 5 is the y value. Over -6, take away 3. 5 minus 5 is 0. -6 minus 3 is -9. 0 divided by anything equals 0. What type of lines have a 0 slope? A horizontal line, right. Horizontal. The way I always remember it when I was in middle school, horizontal, I know I have 2 types of special lines, horizontal or vertical. Vertical is spelled like this. Horizontal is spelled like that. Out of both of those words, horizontal is the only word that actually has zeros in the word. Vertical ends with a what? L.
Yeah.
Alright? So vertical is going to be the one that's undefined. The one that has a slope of 0 is horizontal. It has zeros in the word horizontal when you're looking at the O's. Vertical ends with an L. So it's the line that's going up and down, number 1. And it's the opposite of 0, undefined. Any questions on this?
No, ma'am.
Those 3?
No, ma'am.
Alright, let me go over the last one. And sorry guys, there's not an eraser up here. I don't know why it's not an eraser up here. It says determine the rate of change of this graph. When I'm looking at this graph, if I want to find the rate of change, I'm trying to figure out the rise over run between 2 points. I'm going to go on this graph and find me 2 exact points, not partial in between something. I want an exact point so I don't mess up. So let me go find 2 points that's crossing on the x and y axis. I see one here, and I see another one here. Right? Oh, there is one right here too. Right? So between any of these points, I can go calculate the rise over run. Right? I'm going to use this last one I said. So if I'm going from this point to this point, I'm saying how much do I rise and run and get back on this line? I rise up 1, and I run over 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to write rise is 1, my run, but I went to the left. I have to remember that. If I'm moving to the left, it's going to be -3. So negative 1/3 is your slopes. Yes, sir.
If you move it down, that's positive.
Down is always negative.
Negative, I mean negative.
But we could have moved down. We could have went from here, down 1, and to the right 3, but it's still -1 and over 3. You still get the same answer.
Yeah.
Right? So remember, up is positive, left is negative, down is negative, right is positive. I'll say that again because I know I said that confusing. Up is positive, down is negative. If I move to the right, that's positive, left is negative. Right? Let's get ready to go over, so did we finish going over section 2-4?
Yes.
Front and back.
Yes.
Alright? So this class here, you're working at turning those in. And then you're going through and you have not already, because I just passed them out today, you're going to go through and do the exit ticket for 2-4. Use your notes if need be. Make sure you're able to write and figure out the equations of those lines. It should not be hard.
I'm not for the fight. But good. Let's go fight. Let's go fight. For real? What you been doing? Chelsea got her engine. Chelsea got her engine. Hold on. I'm doing it right now. She said, boy, stop it. No, she's just stressful. She don't wanna teach you.
Am I in my head?
No, she just be annoying.
No, I'm not even care.
Why do you think everything
She said that in that.
No, because she's like, you
She
know,
said that in a letter. She was like, I ain't know y'all because I got too many
what that even mean?
like,
He's his little Hispanic and like this was just
no, like you, I know, like, you know how you got blonde in the background? You and your little blonde in the background. Because something
Oh, hell, where you going?
so crazy. Huh?
you know some people be gay. I am a gay man. Oh yeah, I have a gay area.
Alright guys, real quick, voice levels at 0 while I'm talking. I'm going to pass out section 2-5.
You're getting a phone call.
2, huh?
You're getting a phone call.
That's fine. They'll call back.
They can wait.
Alright, I'm passing out section 2-5. Section 2-5 is an adjunct to 2-4. The only thing is, everything on here is points. It's a scatter plot. So you should be able to figure this one out. And it's not long at all. Not many questions at all. Like on 1, it's only 1 problem with 3 parts. On the back side, and then on the front side, it's 1 problem with 1 part. Or that's the back part. Alright? So go through and look at section 2-5 when you finish your exit ticket and work on this. Alright? Not much work at all.
None.
Y'all heard that?
You need an exit ticket, boo-boo? Alright, I'll give you one.
You could tell the counselor on you or.
Oh yeah, I'm telling the counselor. Nah, it's too late for me.
You can have this one.
It's
Do you
too
need
late
exit
for me.
ticket? Oh, you weren't working it. Everybody should be working the exit ticket for 2-4 right now.
Chelsea easily? No. It's Chelsea.
If you don't roll with it, but I don't see it over there.
You 10 minutes. No, that actually hurt. I ain't even put my finger. That hurt?
No, that don't hurt.
This hurts.
Yes, you draw.
What I gotta do? Just go to the office.
So what are you doing right now? Because our classes are all confused and mixed up. I'm trying my best to keep y'all aligned. I know 1st and 8th are gonna be the ones that you have it every day. So if you finish your 2-4 worksheet, which is the study guide and intervention, and turn it into the sub, then that's fine. You turn that in. The sub is just gonna have to find it. If you turned in the exit ticket for it, but I don't remember actually telling her to give it to y'all yesterday, then that's fine also. You don't have to write on this one or work on this one, but I believe she didn't.
Is this super you show your work?
You should.
I should have went first. Hilarious. You are.
So I just walk with it.
Ouch.
Oh. My person. I would not say that.
I'm on cursing.
I don't even know how to write cursive.
Why are you looking at my blood, bro? I literally peeped you. You got some lotion. Check, you got lotion.
You might have lotion. I got lotion. I made cocoa nut. Cocoa nut. Oh my god, what?
Did you do it?
Stop it.
I just told you did that.
I'm on person.
No.
I'm on person.
Hey guys, I love cocoa butter. Cocoa butters.
Bro, give me my cocoa butter, bro. Please.
That's my cocoa butter.
Are y'all okay? Are you alright?
It's more like cocoa milk and cheese.
She stubbed her toe on the door stopper. So he up there screaming.
My dog, I just found out my dog.
Your dog died? Oh, that's a
She got a heartbroken.
Alright, so guys, there's a checklist on the board that I gave to 1st period. Make sure you have gotten all of this stuff turned in. That's what we need to be doing this period. Alright, since y'all are in here every day. Make a stack just separate for this class. Don't look for the other ones because I stopped going through her. Yeah, just make 2 stacks back there on that desk. And she's gonna put it in another stack. What I would make a stack for 2, 4, 5.
That's how I think black
Because these are another stack.
and drugs and chicken and watermelon, Kool-Aid powder. You know what Uncle Rugged's impression? You know what but antique shop. I feel like they don't smell. I feel like these like antique shops.
Every time I go to the pool or to a
Like
it's
if they
like
if they don't shower, if they don't shower, but if they're just like in their
This song go
natural
hard.
state, it's like
Email you.
or like sometimes the antique shop, or like somebody's grandma's house, like it just smells really good. Uncle Rugged's impression. He can.
Do it.
I don't know.
What you want me to say? I'll say it. It's just Uncle Ruckus. No. Stay down. Wait. What you
Can I get a pistol, please?
Let him stay down. Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
First one.
Let him stay down.
Yeah.